The old woman turned to look at her charge, who lay on a straw mattress on a raised wooden ledge. It won't be long now. Charlotte was in the final stages of what had been a difficult pregnancy.
Today, he was particularly interested as the Time Team diggers were working not in a field, but in the garden of a house, digging trial pits and discovering things like coins, stone foundations, tiles, and Samian ware, whatever that was. As the programme came to a close, an idea formed in his mind. His house had a long garden, and at the end was an area which never seemed to be used for anything. Certainly, it wasn't used for growing vegetables, and it might be a good place to do his own Time Team dig, to see if anything was buried under the earth.
We either love cats, or we may even prefer their canine antagonists. Frank liked neither. He also loathed children. He particularly hated the whining of his own offspring. But since his children had grown and flown the nest, he turned his loathing to his wife. And as he and she aged together, she seemed to need him the more, and the more she doted on him, the more his hatred of her grew. "Why don't you get yourself a pet?" Frank suggested in a moment of insanity. Regrettably for him, though, she listened and heeded. She got herself a cat that became a wonderful companion and friend.
Of weeds and nerds and locomotives. 49 she found down one suburban road. How can anyone be so passionate about green things called dead nettle, milk thistle, polypody, nipplewort? Weird. But then there is a body to their lore, the feel of their skin on your hands, on your fingers, the sex appeal of weeds.
Just an idea of what money can do, what things cost. £1 will buy 30 bricks. £8 will train 20 women in hygiene and toilet building. £60 will build a toilet. £150 will set up a small school. And £1,700 will build a home in Zambia. Simple home which has got one room, kitchen and a bedroom. And some have their own toilets, some have outside toilets. So how many houses could you buy for one house in the world?